At dawn on the second day, a black boat marked FBI eased up to Karen's private dock. A minute later, her pristine white yacht was suspended in the air, trembling on steel cables. Karen stood barefoot on her porch, frozen coffee mug shattered at her feet. 2 days ago, she stole mine. Now, the law took hers. In Seabreeze Pines, the lawns are perfectly trimmed, the mailboxes all match, and the rules are stricter than a military base. And at the center of it all, Karen, self-appointed enforcer of the Homeowners Association. She didn't live in the neighborhood. She reigned over it. Her life revolved around HOA regulations and her personal interpretation of community harmony. She walked the streets with a clipboard like a sheriff from a spaghetti western. But her latest obsession was my boat. It was a 24-foot marine research vessel, docked legally on my own private waterfront. It wasn't flashy, no parties, no noise. I used it for coastal data collection under a federal environmental contract. To Karen, though, it was an eyesore.
An unauthorized maritime fixture, a threat to the aesthetic balance of the community.
I received 0 notices, no warnings, no HOA violation slips, just quiet contempt and then action. I returned from a 2-day work trip to find the dock empty. My boat gone. In its place, taped to my fence, a scrap of paper.
Vessel removed under HOA Ordinance Section 4.3 Disruptive Property. Chairwoman Karen Peterson.
There is no such ordinance. She just made it up. No contact info. No record of where the boat went. It wasn't towed by the city. It wasn't impounded by the marina. It was gone. The police called it a civil dispute. But the moment I told my federal contract manager what happened, everything changed. Fast. By that evening, I'd filed an official report with the Department of the Interior. By the next morning, I got a call from someone at Homeland Security Investigations. Apparently, tampering with federally contracted research equipment falls under some very serious laws. Karen had no clue. She thought she'd won a petty neighborhood battle. Instead, she'd stepped into a federal case. It was barely 6:30 a.m. The fog hadn't lifted yet, and the neighborhood was quiet, save for the sound of an engine approaching from the bay. A matte black powerboat slowed at the edge of Karen's dock. FBI agents in tactical vests stepped off. No drama, no confrontation. Just pure, controlled authority. One handed over a folder to a second agent, who pointed toward Karen's yacht, Sea Serenity, a luxury model she always bragged about. Then came the crane, the straps, the lift. The yacht rose from the water like a guilty secret being exposed. Karen burst out onto her porch, barefoot, wrapped in a robe, face pale. Her mouth moved, but no one listened. This wasn't a conversation. This was recovery of evidence. She reached the dock just in time to watch her beloved boat sail away on a flatbed, escorted by black SUVs. Turns out, Karen had hired a private tow company to haul my boat off and hide it on private land without reporting it. That's not just HOA overreach, that's interference with federal property. Within 48 hours, she was being investigated for unauthorized removal of protected equipment, obstruction of government research, potentially even impersonating a legal authority. Her position as HOA chair was immediately suspended pending review. She tried to claim she was preserving community values, but those values don't hold up in a federal courtroom. As for me, my boat was recovered, intact, and returned with apologies and 2 federal agents verifying the chain of custody.